Hey now everyone, it's Steve Severs for Bionic Buzz. We're here at VidCon Baltimore, the very first East Coast VidCon. It's amazing. There's photo ops, meet and greets with creators, panels, and so much more. Now before we get started, please help us out by hitting that subscribe button, giving this video a thumbs up, and follow us on all social media. Now let's go see who we can talk to. So before we get into your company, We Are Boosters, tell us about your digital background before you started your own company.
Yeah, so I mean, in terms of digital, I don't think I have a traditional digital media marketing type background. I actually started my career in TV and TV production and writing, and I pivoted in 2014 into just straight influencer. I worked for a company that's now called Studio 71. Back then it was called The Collective, and it was one of the first companies to manage YouTube stars. They were previously managing traditional talent management, like talent celebrities, Linkin Park.
Yeah. I remember their after parties at the House of Blues.
Oh yeah, classic. Exactly.
Cool.
And that was my entree into this entire space, and I was really lucky to get in at a time when they were building all sorts of businesses, and I was in a role where I got exposure to a really wide range of it. So I went from, my knowledge of the space being like Marcel the Shell with shoes on and Jenna Marbles and, very little about digital creators to being able to, I managed a roster for a period of time while I was there and learned about their concerns and the issues that they face. And then I was also very involved in business development and sales and production and the whole gamut. So
Cool. All right. So you launched your company, We Are Boosters, 2020. Was this before the pandemic or during it, or walk us through how it went?
yeah, so between then and the point at which I launched my company, I actually moved first to New York and worked in another agency there.
Okay.
And then I moved back to my hometown in Boston and was working for a global ad agency. So I got to learn the weeds of the influencer industry through these startups. And then I was sitting on the other side of the table in my global agency role, reviewing the proposals of all my former competitors. And in that role, I realized how overwhelming and chaotic the influencer marketing space really is for people who are not in the weeds on it. And so that inspired me to launch my own consulting company, which I started in 2019.
Okay.
And so I spent the first year figuring out what I could do as a consultant and what services I could offer and pitching and getting into a groove. And then in around June 2020, so post-pandemic, but pretty early on, I was pretty fortunate to be in a position where people I had talked to in 2019 decided to pivot dollars towards influencer, and they called me and they wanted me to help. So I went from very few clients to a lot of clients very quickly, and decided that there are so many agencies in this space, and there's plenty of those. And so to scale myself and to be able to offer services who were coming to me, I decided to create a community of freelancers that work in a similar capacity as I do.
Awesome. So talk through what do y'all provide to everybody,
Yeah, so right now We Are Boosters it's really a service and a community for the people who are siloed, whether they're entrepreneurs who don't have a big team or they're freelancers who, they don't work full time, whether it's for an agency or with a brand, they make their own business. It's a place where they can collaborate with each other and also refer leads when they get them, when it's not the right fit for them. And because of the diversity, there's so many multifaceted, multi-hyphenate people in our industry who have had the exposure to different areas. We serve a really wide range of clients in a consulting capacity, so it's anywhere from helping creators build their businesses to helping brands figure out their own strategy in-house to helping scale agency teams that win a huge account and then all of a sudden have to execute and don't have the internal team ready.
Awesome. Well, so if someone's watching this video, wants to get in contact with you, how can they do that? I guess website, social media-wise.
Yeah, for sure. Easiest place to find me is on LinkedIn. It's Meredith Jacobson, and then my website is www.weareboosters.com.
All right. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to me. Keep up the amazing work.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.